Hi everybody, and welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button that you'll see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also that bell beside that subscribe button that I always recommend that you press. It's called the notification bell. And what ends up happening is YouTube will notify you just once that I have uploaded a brand new video. I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to press that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll be in the know. Also in the same area, there is that thumbs up, and that's where you guys come in. If you enjoy the content that I make, and that I make so much of it, please take a second when you arrive to hit that thumbs up. It will turn blue, the number will increase, and that's you helping True Ones get noticed on this huge YouTube platform. So I'm thanking everyone in advance for that thumbs up. So I appreciate the support. All right, guys, this is now my second paid for base box that I get on my channel. I share with you all the time that I pay for 2 bases and 2 premiums. And it all started when I started my channel just over 3 years ago, because I wanted to be able to share with you my boxes that I was getting way before I had a channel from Boxycharm, but I upgraded to the Luxe, and I wanted to make sure to have a base box during my Luxe months. And then they started the choice items. So once there was a choice item in the boxes, I was able to choose 1 choice item in one box and 1 choice in the others, and then keep my fingers crossed that we would get some more products that were not both in each other's boxes, because as you know, with Boxycharm, when you have 2 separate accounts, they can't communicate with each other, so they can't promise you're not going to get duplicates. So what I did before sitting down is I opened up everything prior to, and I took a picture for my Instagram. So I always say, if you haven't been following me there, I really hope that you do. My name there is True Wants with the number 2. And what I do is I remove all excess packaging, and I open up everything and to see if I have any duplication and remove any excess packaging. And I do have some duplicates here, so I pulled some that I've already swatched, so I'll be able to put these into an area that I call gifts for later. And if you're part of my channel, you know what that means. So this is the second box, and it's called Boxycharm. This month the theme is Giving Giftable Glam. And the first item in here is the one that was my choice item. And this one I had a bit of a hard time, and I always share during my spoilers with you that when I know certain items that are going to be spoiled, I share that with you guys, and we go to the websites and we try to help ourselves make shade selections prior to choice days. So it gives us a little bit extra time to get into our choices quickly, get what we want, and then get into the sales. So the Ofra Cosmetics is a Face It Midi palette, and normally I always choose the medium shades when it comes to products like this. But I went with the light one just based on their website. I even found it a hard time on their website to be able to differentiate between some of the shades, because the bronzers looked very warm, and then the contour didn't look cool in the mid range. So I went with the light, and we're going to do some swatching, so we'll take a look at that there and see what it's all about. So just so you know, the one that I got is called the Midi Light. There's 3 shades that are going to be in here. There's Key West, Star Island, and Isles La Mora is the last shade. And this is going to be a $35 palette, and it is in a $30 box. So that's why I say it's always, I use a lot of products, and I enjoy sharing about a lot of products. This is a luxury to definitely get a subscription box, but if you can afford it, it is one that you cannot get a better deal anywhere else. And majority of the time, I am using all the products, but I also have the luxury to have a channel where if something is a duplicate, that I can have, you know, an area where I can give gifts. But if I didn't have a channel, a lot more of my friends would be getting gifts like this, because I think everything is a brand that is absolutely fantastic. It says, bring the vacay to you with this curated complexion trio to sculpt, warm, and highlight. This palette will feature buildable matte contours, a soft shimmer bronzer, and perfect coordinated for light, medium, and deep skin tones. And this is the packaging here, and on the back here, you saw me reading, those are the shades that were on the back of the packaging here. These are their small little palettes here, and the same information that is on the carton is on the back of the packaging here. And when you open it up, there is a full mirror in here. There was no safety shield, which I was a little surprised, to stop the product from going from here onto the actual mirror. But sometimes brands do this, but I always like when there's a safety shield in there. So this is what this looks like here. So this one that has more of a cool tone to it is what you would use for contour, and you would always put it just right under your cheekbone. Then to warm up your face, you could do the number 3, which goes above the contour, a little bit on your hairline, and a little bit that helps make sure that you look like you have more of a jawline. And then there is the highlighter in the middle. And if you have not tried highlighters from Ofra, you are missing out. To me, the number 1 luxury highlighter that is out there that sets the bar is the highlighters from Ofra. So this is the other, let's do some swatches here because I'm very curious how pigmented these are going to be and what these shades are going to look like when I swatch. So here we go. So this is the contour. Yeah, it might be a little too light, but I will build it and then we will see. So that is what it looks like there. So do you see what I mean by the color of the bronzer? There is something when I was looking at their shades, and I'd love to know if you ended up getting the medium shade or if you found the same thing when you went to the website, that the shades seem to be like a color that for me I would not normally use as a bronzer shade. It has like a almost like a yellowish undertone or something to it. To me is a little bit different than what I would use. It's almost like a little too warm, and that's in the light. So when I went to the medium that I looked at, and if in another box it becomes available, or in a future add-on where the price is really reasonable, I might grab the medium just to be able to see what the difference is, because I enjoy Ofra so much, and I do have bronzers and their blushes are some of my favorites, and other highlighters I already told you about, but that was the only thing that I had trouble. So even though getting excited about getting a palette from Ofra in the box was what I could not wait to get, I was really concerned about the colors. But once I'll play with it on my face, we'll see what it's all about. And if it ends up not being a winner as a bronzer, I could always use this as an eyeshadow shade as well. The next one in here was one that I never got and I never treated myself to, even though I love this brand. And this brand is called Byroe, and this one is their Fig Renewal Oil. And what's really unique about this brand, it is a salad infused beauty brand, which means they use vegetables and things to create their products. And when I got introduced to one of the first products from this brand, which I knew nothing about, and that's why I love Boxycharm, is they introduce us not only to brands that we know and maybe were a little bit not attainable to us, but they also introduce us to newer brands that are so innovative with their products. It blows my mind. So this was one that I fell in love with, their toner, that never felt like a toner to me. It was like a thicker serum. And then only when I tried a product from Fenty, which is called their Fat Water, it actually had like a consistency that was very similar to the one that I fell in love with from this brand. So this is also a very nice luxury brand that we had the opportunity to try, and a lot of people have already gotten this in the past. And I mentioned that I was a little concerned, so I never chose it as a choice item for myself because it is an oil. And as a combo girl, I'm always afraid to try oils. But you all told me that it penetrated so quickly into your skin and that I shouldn't worry. So now that I have this, I will play. And this on its own is a $72 value. So I'm very, very excited to have the opportunity to try this. It says it is a nourishing dry oil that offers complete skin renewal, resulting in a silky, soft, effortless, ageless skin. It unleashes your inhibitions with the intense, delectable, and tantalizing fig. Every drop brings forth a replenishing burst of protective antioxidants. The intoxicating fusion of wild fresh fig, jojoba oil, pro-floral concentrate, and the omega-rich superfoods revitalize and nourish for your youthful plumping dimension. It is a lightweight finish, which is an oil that will easily absorb into the skin, leaving it ever so soft to the touch. Like I said, I cannot wait. Tomorrow morning, this will be used for sure. And I'm so excited to have the opportunity to try it. I'll put a little bit on my hand so we can see the consistency, but it is one that I'm really excited. And it has an easy dropper on here that should make it easy to come out. That is what this looks like here. Very little will come out, and it should, because for $72, remember, when we're getting these luxury products at these really attainable prices, I always say to you guys, use it like as if you spent $72, because just because we get it at a really fantastic price does not mean that it doesn't have the value. So don't close your eyes to it. Let your skin enjoy and choose to treat yourself to the luxury of these brands that we have access to. So the scent on it is nothing that's like beautiful or overwhelming or anything like that. It has more of a very, to me, earthy type of scent. I guess is the best way for me to say what I'm, smelling right now, but I'm excited to finally have the opportunity to try this. So sometimes when you wait and when you're with a brand long enough, they will pop up in your box. The next one in here is a brand that I absolutely love, and it is Realher. And this is their metallic eyeliner duo. I love, love, love their lip products, and I have really had good luck with their eye products as well. And a duo in here is always a treat when it is in a base box, which is the starter box with Boxycharm. And this is a metallic eyeliner duo, and we got 2 shades in here. These are the 2 shades. One is a bronzy and one looks like a teal green. They're saying these are creamy buildable formulation that glides without tugging or pulling on the eyelid. It is suitable for any eye color, and it has a metallic finish. It's also waterproof and will last on the waterline. It creates defining lines or smudge to finish off a smoky look. It says you could wear it alone to add the perfect pop to your eye, or use it to complete your look, or to simply accentuate your eyes. This duo is $30. And if you're not familiar with the Realher, it is a father who created this line when he had a daughter, and he wanted to put all these affirmations on all of the products. So this one says, I am creative, which is the one that is the teal, and the other one that is a bronzy, it says, I am resilient. It is really, really nice to see when men who have daughters really take the time to help empower, because that's what it's all about. And then that is how beautiful and creamy this goes on. So that is the bronze, and then we're going to do the one that is teal, and I'll do that right beside it here. And that is that gorgeous aqua teal color. That is fantastic. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the one PR package that I had the opportunity to watch, they opened up a gorgeous, gorgeous eyeshadow palette that was from Dominique Cosmetics. Now remember, what we see in PR doesn't always end up in our boxes, especially when they're eyeshadow palettes, because I have not heard that all of us in the premium are getting this Dominique Cosmetics. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, because I do pay for 2 premiums, that I will end up with that. But this color is reminding me of a shade that was so beautiful in that palette that I think would be an absolute perfect match. So excited, that's where my mind went. So excited for that. But like I said, I'm waiting for those premiums, keeping my fingers crossed that one of them at least will have that palette in there. The next one in here is from Luna Magic, and this is the one that is a duplicate. So this one I'm going to put into my save for later, and I'm going to pull out the ones that are in here. But let me show you the box. On this box, it's really fantastic, and I shared this with you in my first video when I opened up from Luna Magic. Luna Magic I got introduced to through Boxycharm, and it was with a brush set. And literally it was weeks later that I saw the 2 young girls on Shark Tank, and they were telling their story about how they got their product into Boxycharm. And as a new company and all of that, it's like mind-blowing how fantastic the connections, a lot of networking was probably involved, because so lucky to be able to get a product into a brand like Boxycharm that has, I think, over 1 million boxes that go out every month. So they were able to do that, and then they were able to even get a deal with some Shark on, from what I remember. And I'm pretty sure that this is the brand, and I'm so excited when we see brands like this. But what's even more exciting is this is a new launch for this brand that they're putting into the box. And I always find, and I found that with QVC and those channels also, when IT Cosmetics introduced one of their new launches on QVC, ever since they got onto QVC, anytime they had a new launch, Tarte did it as well. Some brands that are really home names to us now, household names, you end up with the brands that they give them the launches. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I feel Duo of the Gods does the same thing and all of that. So really excited when we get these brands that are just starting out and they're being introduced through the boxes, and then they become winners in the retail world. It's almost like you feel you're growing with them. It's just a lot of fun. So this one comes with 2 colors, one in mango, which is that orange stripe, and then this pink one down here, which is in cherry. So I'm gonna leave these in the carton here, but these are the ones that I got in my first box, and I will re-swatch these. If this is the first time you're watching and you didn't get to see that first video, you should always try to watch all of them, because there's so many products and information that I wanna make sure that you guys don't miss out on any of that. So this one says it's a hydrating sheer lightweight lip balm that leaves your lips soft and lush. It's infused with vitamin E to nourish your lips and formulated with jojoba oil to heal your dry lips and help lock in moisture. This is, like I mentioned, a new launch. These together are $16. So this has a tilt to it, and these have already been swatched, so you can see that on the tip, but these are really easy to put on. And these type had, both of them had a little bit of a tint to it, but they are more like a balm than a lip oil. So they're not sticky at all. They're actually very hydrating to the lips. I don't remember there being much of a scent to these products, but it is one that I'm always excited to have when they come in tubes like this. It just makes it so easy to take them, you know, in your pocket and then be able to reapply if need be. You know, if you're going out for coffee and then you just were going for a walk or taking your dog for a walk, this is the type of product that you keep in your pocket and then you can just reapply. So those are the two shades right there. Really, really beautiful. So very hydrating, really excited to have the opportunity. And then the next one is also a duplicate, but like I said, the boxes do not speak to each other when you have two separate accounts, but it is another good one. So this I'm going to leave in the carton here into the save for later. And I pulled out the one that is in my stash, and the shade is the same shade as well, which is in Cocoa. And this is from the brand called Ciate London, which is a cruelty-free higher end brand. And this is also one of their newer launches. And it says, achieve velvety soft lips with this liner. It is a soft, matte, intense pigment formula that glides effortlessly onto your lips to perfectly define or reshape your lips. It is the perfect pout in just a stroke away. So this is one that I've already swatched, but when we got it, it had a good fine tint to it. The tip was a more of a fine point to it. And I'm going to do it a few times here, and then I'm going to do just one single one right beside it. So you guys, you can see how you can line your entire lip, just outer line, to give it more of a pout. And then if you want to use it as a lipstick, you can line your entire lip in with and make it a darker shade. So that is what this one's here. So this is a perfect color for this time of year, and especially with everybody that loves that nudie brown look. I think that will make a beautiful, beautiful lip color on a lot of skin tones. So excited about that. So that's all the color that we got in this palette. Like I said, this is my second base box. So if you've missed any of my videos, what I would suggest is simply go to the video tab in my page, and then you will see all the most recent videos, and there will be a lot because a lot of my boxes arrived at the same time. So I'm doing my best to sit down and film as much as I can so that all of them will have time to get uploaded onto YouTube, which always takes so long. And then I will be able to post and have you guys all in the know. And that's it for now. So everybody, please continue to stay safe and well, and I'll see you all again soon in my next video. Bye for now.